to Inferno, and a fast play at Banana for Chris will get responded by a kill from Xantaresli. Now, does that bait them into going aggressive on the Banana? Because if they do, Rops is waiting in the wings, sitting log side. The timing, oh, what a shot. Cut off this play, but it still leaves Rops with room to move through this Banana.
And there's still a player that hasn't been spotted yet, so Mousesports have to take a bit of time here to try and clear this B site. They will now get that bomb down, and they've actually dealt with Smooya in amongst the rotations. He gets found there in that smoke. tabseN, TiZian next, 3v3 on this retake now, and Rops winning his fight over at Banana, helped out by another one going the way of Mousesports. It's next left up alone. He will take that first man down, but there's this crossfire between Frozen and Rops. They're just waiting for that contact to get made, and there's Frozen swinging wide. The two young guns there for Mousesports through. They've actually given him a path into CT, and he's caught a timing there. Wow. So he's now another man to worry about. That said, it is tabseN and Smooya side by side trying to hold down the B site, and they don't last very long. So the bomb plant now found. Big on this force bite. Can they find anything here in the retake? It does not look like it.
Yeah, very methodical clearing of B from Mousesports regardless, though. This is getting scary. A couple of kills from TiZian and scenarios. Mousesports still clear at all of the site. Molotovs towards the back of the boxes, making sure Big are not comfortable in B.
I think those two are the two players I want to be keeping an eye on here. And they've also been two who have been consistent for Mousesports. That's something to bear in mind heading into this map, right? They are kind of two of the players that we've seen putting up numbers. It's been Rops along.
You know, they've been pretty lax on Banana so far. That being said, we're so early on into the game. Favored, but he'll just decide to bail. Mousesports spamming the corner. Chris J running up through middle, and that Molotov as well, cutting off TiZian. He can't trade. Oh, he can. The smoke blooming, and Chris J walks a bit too far forward. In the meantime, Xantaresli is flanked Banana, and Mousesports are none the wiser. He can just bail out of that one, getting a kill, securing the advantage once again. And considering Mousesports don't have A, Big don't need to commit to this mid flank.
Oh, but Frozen through the edge of that smoke. Oh, and Rops doubling up as well.
Away with a fight there as well, right? Utility in mid from Mousesports just completely goes back in, and he still won't be able to connect. Actually getting caught on the retreat. Chris J, very fast, very furious, and a first frag found from Mousesports.
Oh, tabseN with that decision to stick around up the top of Banana. It did feel like it was only a matter of time. Woxi up on that boost, making quick work of him, and now Xantaresli in rotation, just trying to pad the B bomb site out that much more. If you're Mouse, you're already very happy. You're sitting two men up. You know you've pulled a third over towards B. You don't even have to commit to either site yet, and it just keeps getting better. The rich keep getting richer. Finally, TiZian able to do some damage the way of Mouse, and does shut Rops down. But it's still this 4v2. And for Mowers, they're just gonna hit B. They've got Carrigan over in CT spawn, and that steals Xantaresli's attention away for but a second, and that is enough time.
He grabbed it on that mid cross, and he will be able to get away with something. A small victory. Chris is stuck. They know he's there. He's going to spam. Oh, Xantaresli's getting blind. Chris getting away with a kill. That's more than you can ask for, considering how well Big did a job of isolating him there. Woxi down to 3 HP as well. Don't let this round confuse you. This could very much still be a big round. Look at this rotate. TiZian's taking that AK back to the A site. There's 3 players here, but a great flashbang in middle, and Frozen. You talked about him, Harry. He's coming alive, but so is TiZian. Bomb dropped in middle. He's got a smoke for that again, but now Rops needs to come out through the boiler. Carrigan actually jumping and diving, grabbing that package with just 10 points of health remaining. TiZian trading places inside of that smoke. Rops has got to realize, surely, that this player is backed off, but instead he'll meet a whole different man. tabseN tapped in the head, and TiZian wrapping out.
Rops. Stellar job, you know, that does go sneaking by TiZian. Doesn't get that
Molotov at the porch side and flashes up mid. TiZian gets aggressive, and he finds a kill. There's plenty more where that came from. Mousesports still have 4 players mid and apps bound. Rotates coming back in from Big. Carrigan again going through smokes. There's just no fear on Mousesports, and at this point, I don't blame them, but Xantaresli is ready and waiting.
Ah, but it's Chris J doubling up, and just when you think that Big might have done enough to find a round, just when you think that maybe they've tipped the scales back in their favor, there is someone there on the side of Mouse. to haul them back into this, and now a 2v2 doable for either side. Utility still available for both teams as well. You're looking at Xantaresli for Big, and you're looking towards Chris J for Mouse. He'll be getting his smoke down over towards Moto. And that's going to cut tabseN off that much longer. He has managed to retrieve a Molotov. That goes in. And that will force Chris J out into the open. Now only Frozen left. He knows where both players are, and he's done damage, but tabseN's still able to get the kill. There's no time for the defuse, though. And so they might get all the kills. They might find all 5. But it's not around.
Not going to be connecting. He's got his teammates side by side. Xantaresli can keep them at bay, but he's down to 13. He's going to be left out to be fed to the wolves. Woxi will take a chunk.
Yeah, Smooya smoked off TiZian. A lot to do, but there's the first kill. It is on to karrigan. Kind of had to pump the brakes here of Mouse. Those flashbangs buy some precious seconds for TiZian to get back into the pit. And now that he's hidden on the other side of this smoke, will get followed up onto by Frozen. Very methodical here. That smoke fades. Smooya on the other side, and I don't know how he wins that fight, but he has managed to do so. So now 2v3 for Mousesports. Bomb down and ticking. Now we saw Big run out of time in the round prior. They're not looking to make that same mistake again. Got to get past Frozen first, and he's going to get up on the box, try and use this smoke like a bit of a makeshift one-way. And tabseN, first point of contact. Frozen lines up 2, but isn't able to find it. Next gets him. It's Woxi alone, but he's doing the damage, and he's looking for Smooya as well. He's just got to run for the hills. What a round from Woxi, because he's saved the day. Mousesports 8-0.
Smooya coming back in with the AWP. He can flash his teammates in. They are only on pistols, so worth a shot, but the T-flashes are good. Frozen's in the pool. Xantaresli already getting decapitated. That's a quick shot from Smooya, and tabseN getting caught at the back of the site. The molly landing, he moves to new box successfully. Smooya's gone through the smoke and in with another kill. Still doable as he sits alive at the back of coffins. The site has been cleared, and Mousesports need that plant.
Look at that mini-map. TiZian and Nex are both just waiting at the bottom of Banana. Only now making their way up. Oh, Smooya not quite able to deny the plant, but it's still a 3rd kill. They needed a hero in this round. And Smooya, he might just be it, because now Chris J's fallen as well. It's Frozen in the 1v3. Woxi was able to get it done earlier, and now it falls onto this man's shoulders, but he's been tagged down low through the coffins. He'll get finished off, and Big.
Give yourself a chance though in that second half, and Big starting to mow Mousesports down in middle. Finally a change. This little boost up from Nex gets some damage, and TiZian converts 2 kills. Nex will join the tally. That nade, it could do something, but Frozen gets away. Mousesports, these mid pushes through the smokes have been pretty successful in the past, but this time finally getting shut down. I like that play from tabseN as well. He doesn't just try and take a fight, he just throws a smoke to get a even more brutal position behind these Mousesports players, cutting off any chance of them saving, and they're going to line up for him. So 2 kills for tabseN, and a Big will lock in their second round. Well, Harry, you say it, maybe boost as well on Banana. That gives a lot of info for Big. They might decide to rotate a player back towards A. They might need that player to rotate fast, but TiZian, he's mowed down 2. Nice spray control as these T's come through the apartments, and Smooya catching karrigan short side as well. Another player spotted here for Big. More and more info by the second, and only Chris J remains. He's not going to get out through this boiler alive.
Well, he certainly looks up to the task. That smoke's gone a little deep, actually, and gives him a bit of a platform to try and work around. Now, he's done damage, not able to get a kill on the back of it. He does actually go down. So long control, not taken for Mouse, but it's at least forced all these rotations out from B. And in amidst that, karrigan has just slipped through the smoke that's down. Big probably believing that that smoke has kept players out of B. And that's just not the case, as Xantaresli walks into his demise. And that should really be the round.
That is next. So does he check the corner? Oh, Smooya, he's been spotted, and Woxi will deal with him. That's the AWP gone. The question is, does he go and take it? Because buying an AWP is one thing, but a free AWP, that's a whole nother entity. And Woxi again.
Players here to try and challenge, and Xantaresli actually going to win that fight. I have no clue how he gets karrigan there. He was mid-air.
Harder to hit. Mousesports, where do they go from here? Nex is still up on the top as well. He can cut off this bomb. Chris is going to go through mid, and Nex has found the frag. That's a very important kill to take. as it leaves Big in a 5-on-3. Mousesports with nowhere to go but the A site. They don't want to double back towards B where they have no map control. Woxi getting picked, and tabseN's going to double it up. Didn't even look like he hit Frozen there, but a headshot coming through regardless. And Robs, you know, whatever you got, now's the time to show it. 1-on-4. If you could get this kill on Smooya, maybe the B site's an option, but does Smooya overstep his mark?
You know what's going to happen? Oh, I was going to say, the moment Smooya goes to peak,
none is going to be the answer. I mean, Carrigan even said that earlier, right?
Yeah.
They just came straight here, so not really much time nor room to breathe. Nex has dropped the bomb in middle. He's going back in for more. Another flashbang, another frag. And yeah, this is another done round, it seems. It feels like, you know, we're not getting much clutch potential. We're just getting the round decided within like 30 seconds. This is going to be a difficult one. Getting the bomb back is the first call of order. But with Smooya, Xantares, and Nex on the other side, good luck. Continual repeat. Xantares killing Carrigan through his teammate, and the bomb getting thrown even further round the corner. That's irretrievable for Ops. It's deja vu for the previous round.
He got it.
Yeah, but...
he's got long arms.
Yeah, but tabseN's down banana, Harry. He can't go anywhere.
Oh, long arms, even bigger brain on old Ropsy, though. Let's see. 1v4. He's got a very good idea as to where these players could be. But just look at that mini-map. I mean, it's a pretty terrifying route, no matter which one you choose. This A site is by far the most terrifying, and Xantares shutting him down.
He's got a cross archway. Xantares coming round the corner, and Carrigan's got to kill. Another gap, another movement behind enemy lines. Will this make things complicated for Big? Will Mousesports back off down mid? That seems to be the case as Carrigan runs through CT. Smooya's got to do it all.
Yeah, Carrigan waiting for this rotation and tabseN finding him. This B site was looking like it was signed, sealed, and delivered to Mao if needed. Smooya, first man down, second man follows up to dink up Rops, even finding some more damage onto Frozen, but the first kill going the way of Mousesports at this B side of the map. There we go. Nade gets rid of Frozen, and that's probably tempted them enough. The flashbang actually sends Chris J packing. Carrigan getting one before he goes back through that smoke. So many players brought down low here for Mowers, and the kills just not getting found. It's Smooya getting dealt with on that flank that maybe makes this... I was going to say a guaranteed Mowers round with that kill now coming in. I mean, there's no stretch of the imagination in my mind that this could still be around for Big, and with shots getting landed like this, it seems like that might be so. Woxi alone. Bomb down and tick it away. Doesn't have a kit either. Oh, looking for one, and it's right here. Him creeping for that has led him to find both players.
And flashes teammates out into middle, knowing the Mousesports are likely going to have scouts. Chris gets picked up, showing one of those over towards B. Only Frozen here to stop them. Another rotate coming through, but it seems like Big want to keep this fast and furious. Xantares, they're going to go through this smoke. Ballsy cool, yes, he's on the other side. Carrigan, he gets a kill. Frozen spraying, but he's not going to be able to connect. And now Carrigan going back in with the SMG again, trying to trade positions in the smoke, but tabseN was more than ready for it. Woxi and Rops alone, tag with the scout, but tabseN will keep firing off, and it's just going to be that CZ on Rops. Too far away to make.
They're lining them up, they're scrolling onto their grenades, and they've thrown them in. Nothing's happened. And everyone's getting churned up by SMGs. Smooya wants his piece of the pie, and so here he comes.
He's been
Come
heard.
on. Yeah. Oh, closing the gap, closing the gap, closing the gap, and he gets Carrigan. Thank you, Smooya. Good night to the lone defender. It's good away, but just barely, and he knows it. Here's the footsteps.
Oh.
Tizian checks him, but still gone, still deleted. One kill comes in. Obviously, you get $50 with the CZ because
Can't be too good.
Yeah, if it was any more. Well, we all remember how that used to be.
Yeah.
So, Rops, can he steal away the MAC-10? Not that it really matters. He would love to get some money. Hope that he he could split the A site. Oh, this is just a fake, and it has prompted a rotation. That flashbang raining in through CT now lets Big know that there is a moment where there's one man less at this A side of the map, and so they immediately activate on the back of it. They try and go in, but the two players that are here are doing a stellar job of holding it down. Rops from the pit, remarkable stuff. 3 Chris J and Frozen trying to stand the test of time, and already Chris J getting deleted. Frozen, a lot of damage there from a position that I'm surprised he even gets 1 kill from. Woxi desperate to try and deny the bomb plant, arriving just a little too late. And it's all on the back of that early damage onto Woxi. They're trying to play a very safe style of Counter-Strike at that A site. Karrigan, hoping he can save the day, will manage to nearly double up through the smoke. He's gonna get it, mark my words. Tizian's on 1 HP, he's so low. And now they dart into CT spawn. They're wrapping around. This is chaos. Look at that mini-map. There's players lost in the ruins. And now they try and carve a path in from a different angle, but there's the wrap from Chris J. Bomb's been dropped, and this round is all over the place for both of these teams, but it does feel like Mousesports, they've got to have the edge. Surely, Nex and Tizian in with the response, but they still haven't found Karrigan. They still haven't dealt with him. They finally deal with the IGL of Mousesports. And now it's Woxi and Rops, 2v2. Such a back and forth round, and it still feels like it could be anyone's. This next kill between the two Turkish players decides so much. And it's Xantares to get it onto the 5 HP Woxi. Rops 1v2, and that is a tall order.
Yeah, Nate could be good, but it's not going to get a kill. He's got to force both these fights. And Xantares is going to swing. Absolutely no patience for Harry. They're going to get aggressive, try and force some gunfights. Karrigan's pushed down mid. That's easy running low. He's got to get a reload in. Frozen's found a kill. Banana pushes there. He's got an AK. Bigger falling apart at the seams. Next needs to save the day here from under below. And Karrigan getting caught trying to pick up that AWP. It's something here. It's a start for Big, but they still haven't even got the bomb.
Yeah, that's the real problem here. You know, Big, not only are you now sat in this 2v4, but weapons have been retrieved from ours. They've got that bomb, and I love what Mousesports are doing here. They've decided, right, we're very fragmented across the map. We've got 2 players still in A, 2 down the bottom of Banana. We give up that bomb because Big, they've still got to take the time to clear it, right? They don't know that no one's on this bomb. They don't have the information. And Tizian rocking a MAP3, but he's already been eliminated. That AWP showing its hand early, and the wallbang from Tabson not gonna line up.
That's just not fair. Xantares, now he might realize, yeah, now he knows that Nate gives it away. He's got Chris trapped. Can he keep him there? No. The molly does send him back. Now does Chris retreat? The flash going through, Chris catching the timing, and he even hits a shot. Smoothie goes low, and Chris gets a chance to double back. Molotov in as well. There's 2 low HP players. That molly will cut them up. Tabson's alone. He's got the bomb as well. That's dropped into the open as Karrigan falls off the top of the site, and a 3rd player's come in for the rotate as well. This is a done deal. Surely, Harry. Bigger left with 2, and they still... It's got to be the UK hope here with the AWP to try and find openers, him alongside Nex. That'll do.
And that's the start you wanted if you're Big. You're already hungry. You're already thinking of how much more can you get out of Smoothie. One thing I will say, this double hold over towards short is a horrible beast to deal with. And Big, they kind of learned that the hard way. They go running into it. First time we really see Mousesports try and bring that out. Smoothie has been dropped now, and it's Tizian alone. His Glock's in his hand. Can he find anything here? I don't think so.
Wow, Harry, I can't believe
I know. I can't believe I've called it this early either, but there we go. Mousesports 13-11.
Short smoke is a good decision considering this setup that Mousesports have been doing porch side, and this time won't be the case. Karrigan deals with Tabson alone on long, looking for an opening here in middle. Big, maybe just trying to drop into the pit.
This is just where like the domination of utility that Mousesports have really shows up against this partial investment, right? There was so many smokes down just moments ago that no matter what Big try and do, they were pretty hamstrung into into just committing to this A play, and they try and go out through only frozen here.
This is risky as well. Woxi, he's going to get a kill on A. That's a big opening frag. It actually can mean Karrigan is able to rotate back if Woxi goes and watches long with that. Woxi not ready, and tabseN playing with his food. There's the kill. Now Big can just run inside of the B site, but there's still 2 more players here.
Yeah, it's Frozen and Karrigan. That smoke actually kind of leaves Frozen hidden right now down by the tree. I don't know how he's still alive. How is he still going? They finally deal with him. It's Smooya on the double entry, but a 2v2. Oh, that was a bit gruesome there. As the retake's now coming in, Rops, Chris J, they're the 2 asked to step up here for Mousesports. Nex and Smooya on the receiving end. They've got no utility. They had very little time to get comfortable in this bomb site, so they are just both over at the coffins. They've got to win these fights heads up because there's no playing for the post plant, at least not right now. And Smooya backing off. He's been forced into the ruins. Does he wrap CT or does he try and get them off the bomb in the molly?
He's done it.
He does get them off the bomb, and there's very little time left.
Setup here for Mousesports. tabseN, he's gone aggressive with that MAP3 getting away with a kill. 1-for-1 considering the weaponry is decent, and now tabseN, recent in-game leader, he can just sit back, relax, and try and guide his team through the madness.
Yeah, he'll be leading from beyond the grave, and everyone else are big. Well, they're trying to get down through short, and that first involves getting past Rops. Woxi actually goes barreling through that Moto smoke, and I love that. He knows they don't have the position on Catwalk to actually shut him down, or short rather. They don't have the vision on his aggression into the site. So as a result, now there's Rops and Woxi here ahead of those smokes. Just more bodies for Big to have to get through. And this attempt at a fast play, this attempt at changing the pace up has not worked for Big, at least not right now. It's Smooya and Tizian. Once again, a lot of the responsibility in this round going to fall onto the head of Smooya, and now it is just him in the server. 1v4 this time required, and Woxi homed in already.
Big probably going to throw in a faster round.
I honestly feel like if you're Big, you just go back to B. That's where you've had the majority of your success. And not to mention, Rops over in Pit just hasn't been missing a beat, right? He's very much feeling it right now. And the one plus side to having the man that is feeling it so damn much down in Pit is that if you take this B site, he's got such a long rotation to come in. So I'm imagining that's what we see now from Big, and they will open up onto Chris J. Once again, finding their opener over here at the B site. That Molotov is enough to trade onto tabseN at the very least. And they try smoking through. They try going in on the back of this, on the back of the 1 kill they were able to get. And that 1 kill might be it.